Do I believe the rebellion would have started if Gale went into the Hunger Games instead of Katniss? Yes and no. I think that the rebellion had been building for many, many years. This was not something that happened out of Katniss's actions in the games. It is something that had been planned for a long time and was coming to a head anyway. So I do think it was naturally going to come to a head at that point, or at least within the next few years. But I do not think that it would have been Gale that ignited the revolution. The revolution really kicked off with Rue's death. I think it's possible that Gale might have befriended Rue. He was very similar to Katniss in the way that he liked caring for his younger siblings and caring for people he felt needed help. And I can see him taking on that role with the younger children, especially since he was 18 and Rue was 12. However, a large part of Rue's friendship with Katniss was because Rue instigated it. She found something in Katniss that she felt she could trust, and she might not have seen the same in Gale, so they might not have had a friendship. But if we go on the basis that they did form an alliance, I still don't believe that Gale would have done anything revolutionary. I think a major part of what spurned on the revolution in District 11 was how Katniss treated Rue after her death. She didn't treat Rue like just any other tribute, like just another body tossed away. She laid Rue to rest, and she covered her in flowers, and she gave her a proper burial in a way. And it's because of this that District 11 then started sending Katniss bread in the games to keep her alive, and as a thank you. And we know that District 11 was one of the first to rebel. We know that Rue's death was a major part in this. And even if Gale had somehow formed an alliance with Rue, I don't believe that he would have responded to her death in the same way. But again, the rebellion was already coming to a head at this point. They just needed one last spark. And in the trilogy, it ended up being Katniss and how she acted in the games. It might have been someone else who won the games. Or it might have been someone from the next year. But the rebellion had very much started. They had added as much fuel to the fire as possible. They just needed a spark. And Katniss was that spark. Gale would not have been.